As a team, we have established a list of goals and how we will measure their success. We want to achieve a high distinction for this project. This will be achieved if we obtain 80% or above. All tasks will be completed earlier than the submission date to allow time to review and correct. This will be measured by whether or not we are concerned for the completeness of our work. We will ensure that we are all comfortable with decisions made and express this through communication, which is our last goal, to communicate regularly so that any problems are addressed appropriately before it is too late. Collectively, we have a broad array of skills which will assist us in achieving our desired grade. Leadership, communication, creativity, organisation, research skills are some of many. However, we do have weaknesses that we must overcome as a team. Some of us are indecisive. Some of us have poor public speaking skills. Some of us have a tendency to overthink, and some of us struggle to stay focused. But through this SWOT analysis, we have a better grasp of each member's qualities and limitations, and this will enable us to operate more effectively as a team.
For the completion of the tasks, we expect to have them finished a few days before the due date, so we can edit them if required. We intend to have the group response to project and external environmental analysis finished 3 days before, and the written report to client 5 days before its due date of the 31st of October. For the allocation of work, we intend to divide the tasks and compile them as a group. This includes the external environmental analysis and the written report. This will be explained further in the Gantt chart.
As a team, we agreed on some basic rules that will affect the project progress and eventually the overall mark. The group members will need to be punctual, have good communication, and complete the delegated task at agreed time. All that to prevent disappointment and negative vibe within the team. The group will meet on a weekly basis to discuss the progress of the project. The agreed behavior will help us not to miss out any key information and not to waste any important time.
Our action plan is explained through our Gantt chart. The first report, which will be the external analysis, due on Monday of week 6, will consist of the pestle analysis, which everyone will contribute towards, the competitor analysis, researched by Kara, Porter's 5 forces, researched by Sean and I, the SWOT analysis completed by Rita, and stakeholder analysis done by Cam. As explained by Kara, these analyses will be compiled into a report 3 days prior to submission to have time to adjust and review our work.
Though not specified in the unit outline, we've decided to include a research period covering just over 3 weeks prior to undertaking the draft report. Through this, our team will divide up the types of marketing avenues to research and include a financial estimate for each. We will then decide our marketing strategy and integrate it with the external and internal analysis of the industry and kindergarten. Commencing week 8, we will begin work on the draft. This entails compiling information, implementing the information into a structured report format, and creating recommendations based on the research undertaken in previous weeks. Sean and Josh then have 3 days to finalise the draft report before the due date. For our final task, we have allowed 1 week to receive feedback from our draft report. We can then review and implement these changes with ample time to ensure the final report is both professionally and concisely structured. Thank you for listening, and that concludes our presentation.